In 2015, President Maithripala Sirisena recommended that Muhundan Kanage be appointed only to the board of directors of ICTA and not as the organization's CEO. However, this recommendation was undermined by a short-sighted force at the time, whose intervention and influence resulted in Kanage being appointed as the CEO and managing director of ICTA. While ICTA falls under the purview of the Ministry of Telecommunications and Digital Infrastructure, by virtue of being the majority shareholder, appointments to major positions in the organization are made by the Treasury. Then Finance Minister Ravi Karunanayake intervened to ensure that Kanage was appointed as the CEO. Not only was the President's recommendation ignored, Kanage's contract was subsequently extended for a second term. Nevertheless, public response to projects spearheaded by Kanage have not been positive. It was evident that the directors of the company selected to implement ICTA projects were either the same people, friends or family. The Google Loon project was introduced, claiming that it would provide low-cost internet access to the entire country, but beneath the veil of the project, it was revealed that plans were afoot to secure a valuable national resource in the form of spectrum via a mushroom private company known as Rama. While an ENIC project was also in the pipeline, it was later revealed that plans were afoot to defraud billions using friends. The ENIC project failed. The National Payment Platform project, spearheaded by Kanage, also paved the way for a very serious irregularity. By granting digital instruction rights for the National Payment Platform project to an inexperienced company which had only been in existence for about a year, an attempt was made to collect the sensitive financial data of citizens and store it insecurely. This effort was undertaken disregarding the regulatory and supervisory powers of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. When Chief Opposition Whip Anurukumar Dissanayake spoke on this controversial subject in Parliament last week, focusing attention on the displeasure of and the doubts raised by the people, Deputy Minister Dr. Harsha De Silva responded. A few hours after the debate in Parliament, the Deputy Minister said that Parliament had been misled by the response provided by ICTA, adding that action would be taken following an investigation. When individuals maintained at public cost at publicly funded institutions commit irregularities, does their resignation suffice? Shouldn't those who fail to fulfill public expectations be subject to a proper investigation? Doubtless, the people who intervened to prevent this large-scale fraud, including the chairperson and board of directors of ICTA, and ministers and MPs, including Mangal Samaraweera, Eran Wickramaratne, Dr. Harsha De Silva, and Chief Opposition Whip Anurukumar Dissanayake, will receive the praise of the people. The information that was provided to us was given by brave whistleblowers in ICTA who stood against corruption in the senior management. With their courage and the trust placed in us, we guarantee that we will see this through to the end until justice is served. Information and communication technology is the future of Sri Lanka. We pledge never to allow anyone to destroy this future with fraud, lies and deceit.
The ICTA was not founded envisioning the introduction of a financial transaction system. It was not mandated to create a monetary exchange.
If my memory is correct, this was founded when Milinda Morogoda was the minister, and it was founded to introduce an ICT policy and develop technology in the country.
That is correct. As far as we know, the ICTA has no mandate to intervene in such transactions. This must be investigated. Ministers have been misled, Parliament has been misled, they have failed to secure the approval of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. The new governor of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka has said very clearly that he does not approve of this. This is a serious problem for our country.
Isn't this in violation of the law of the country?
Certainly, the law has already been violated. It is in complete violation of the law and it was carried out with utter disregard for prevailing systems, laws and regulations in the country. Imagine if the people of this country had to pay them a fee for each and every transaction. How many billions could they have made out of this? That is the background to their actions. We do not see them attempting to provide a national service. If that was the case, they would not have acted this way. The ICTA must be removed from this process immediately and the digitalization should take place under the regulation of and in line with the roadmap established by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. This will burden the people of this country. The pensioner will have to pay for this.
Is it enough to put a stop to it? We can see now that fraud has been committed and that the laws of the country have been violated. A criminal offence has been committed. Is it enough to simply stop this?
Gayan, at this point, we can call on the competent persons to please intervene. But if the competent authorities are also involved in it, I do not know who can do it. It is the same thing that happened with the central bank. We pointed out the theft and said there were irregularities, and they remained silent, leading to an even larger scam the second time around.
We see a trend and a culture of trying to cover up fraud and corruption by stepping down from positions. The attempt made by the ICTA to act beyond the administrative monetary policies of the central bank to form a payment platform is a criminal offence. Investigations need to be held. We can see that they have done something wrong. Following investigations, cases should be filed before court and those responsible should be brought before the law. We witnessed the resignation of Arjuna Mahendran, then Minister Tilak Marapana. Marapana was later reappointed to a ministerial portfolio. I think such acts should not be approved in a democratic country like this. If state sector employees resigned over charges of fraud or corruption, they cannot re-enter the state service. I don't think the government of good governance can achieve its targets through such behaviour. We heard that Arjuna Mahendran will be appointed as a consultant to the Prime Minister following his resignation. A minister resigned recently and we saw how he got a ministerial post from the back door during the cabinet reshuffle. There are rumours that he will be appointed into a better position. So this is a tradition of resignation and that is very dangerous. Sins of those who resign will not be washed away. It is good that the CEO of the ICTA has resigned. Now investigations should be conducted with regard to these people.